They made that 4
Number
crazy.
4 wasn't at, I mean, she's like the cute one, right?
That 4 going crazy.
I don't know where he got that, but always the first one onto the threads. Grandmaster threading the needle here to get into this one. And Juice gonna have to do the same if he wants to get past all the magics and everything that comes with this Robin character.
Yo, Juice coming out with a chip on his shoulder.
Yeah,
though. He's out here
clapping it up,
raising the roof, clapping for himself, and it's definitely starting to stack up on the side of Grandmaster, sitting at 78%, but now getting his bearings in the matchup. Juice already having a little bit of a stage game, so he already has the feel of how it feels to be on the stage. Already got his own win as well.
They usually play around this bike too. I've noticed both of them wanting to utilize the extra hitboxes out of this bike, something that Grandmaster can utilize and Juice. There's that Nair on shield that you, or you know, just any move on shield that you've been kind of getting past. You can see Juice utilizing it and getting past him. So drifting past him so that he has to turn around and kind of do a little bit more there. Something that a lot of Smash players don't get through, but definitely is hard to fight against.
Hard to fight against the bike.
Yeah, actually.
Those fists coming up. Grandmaster
about to be up.
Still living though, 133 on the board, and that's a dangerous place to live against this Robin. He starts
Harry,
but sus the eye to come out from Grandmaster. They're already on to the next thing perhaps, but still had an obstacle in the way.
Yeah, like when you catch the ball, but you didn't catch the ball. You're already running.
Back air not going to kill. Arc fire on the
Oh, that's what I'm talking about. This man, Grandmaster, is so good at ledge edge guarding. This man, I would say, is the reason we call it edge.
Edge guard 1, edge guard 2. About to bring it back for 3. But you have to see if Grandmaster will be one of the ones to be top of the PR when that comes around. End of the
Wafty.
day. There's a waft on deck, and that could spell a quick deletion of a stock here, but Grandmaster.
A stinky one. Oh, a stinky one. It doesn't get
sour
it.
Spot
yeah,
there.
how you get a, what'd you eat to get a sour spot?
I'm not answering that question.
Grapes.
Granola, brother.
Granola.
Well, I ain't got no time for this.
Gets the sour spot of the waft, is definitely feeling himself, doesn't want to give up too much percentage here, is going to let Grandmaster come to him, it does seem, for the moment. You know, when you're up like this and you had a very unfortunate thing happen to you, like that waft going sour. Very right in the center.
Yeah, Grandmaster would love to grab some Nosferatus of himself, but Juice improvising in his best way and corkscrew.
Wow. It does seem like everything that Juice is doing is a mix-up to Grandmaster, because I think he lives in a lot of these situations, but dying in very crazy fashions, sus the eye, certain things like that. Cross snap, little quarter. I don't even think that was a halfer.
No quarter for Grandmaster here. Juice just making the stage his own. Everywhere Grandmaster lands, Juice waiting nearby with some active hit brains, but that's going to be an arc fire that transitions into some damage for Grandmaster. Will he be able to get the kill here?
I know it's the cool thing to run it back, but I must say, I think this is a counter pick situation for Grandmaster. As, you know, Juice getting, not necessarily lucky in some of these situations, but up 115. You got to think that some of these interactions are going his way.
Yeah, the platform play definitely in the favor of Juice thus far, so we'll see if Grandmaster has to get put into a counterplay situation, but for now, still very possible for him to come back in this game.
100%, and you know he's going to try too. Gets grabbed though, forward throw is going to hit. You can see Juice not playing too aggressive, smacks him in the next week. What do the 5 fingers say to the face?
Grandmaster saying run it back, and I love to see Wario's got that huge dub on the screen.
Yeah, yeah, it's a good vibe. W's.
And then he's just sitting there gallivanting and cackling about his win as he slaps on his belly. But going to be a second game here on Pokemon Stadium 2, same matchup.
Winners quarters.
Grandmaster feeling like he just played it wrong.
Yeah, quarters still best of 3 as well. So having gotten to those semis, just one of the craziest, another one of the craziest games we've had of the day. Just still best of 3. Oh, can't ride the lightning for too long. Grandmaster starting to cook, literally.
See if Grandmaster chooses to play this a lot more patiently.
I can smell gassy Italian from here, man. This is crazy. Ooh, burning.
Great approach on the shield there, understanding Juice Doesn't have much stage to work with. Probably wants to shield. Gets in with the grab. Closing the distance. Still has not taken a hit.
He's scrambling. Yeah.
Cool guys don't look at explosions.
Never that.
Grandmaster's out of there.
Okay, so Grandmaster doing the impossible and going from 0 to 100 real quick.
Yeah, he kind of doing the Israel Adesanya, you know, just kind of chip away, move away.
You thought you got the first round, yeah.
Bam, that's when I'm going to hit you with the sweet, you know, sweet chin music that takes you out of the fight.
That might have just been Juice getting a little too aggressive here. You can see him starting to slow down now that the second one's come out, but might be too late.
Sometimes the drill can pay the bill, but right now...
Tip drill?
Oh! Setup
so clean
for a punchline about duct tape.
Yeah, not necessarily like the most damage you can do to somebody, but just looks so cool. And you'd love to see him utilizing this bike and however he can. Nice throw at him. You just have to remember in this matchup that he's still a whole stock down, man. So everything he does is kind of foreshadowed by that.
And he's powering up Grandmaster as well. I mean, 123 on the board. If you can't find the kill
exactly
early on, it can start to...
Oh, can you imagine if he hit the bike there? I don't know where he would have went, but...
It was great DI, though, to be able to be out and away from whatever Juice was throwing up towards him. Grandmaster is going to still hold on to this stock, but there is the waft blinking onto this Wario. Going to dash attack, but there is some great DI to come out.
Living better now. Grandmaster with the Gucci sweater now. Living for as long as you possibly can on this Robin. 165.
We'll see if he's able to thrive, but right now, there's the Hawk waiting for him. Center stage attained by Grandmaster. He's able to advance. This is some huge knockback that he's going to be able to be provided by this Rage. Will he be able to get the kill? No. Back air. Rising from Juice is able to take off the stock and start to slow down that momentum.
But you know what this character's about, Austin. You know it's all about getting to 60, getting to 70, and getting your bread and butter off. I don't know about that. He needed just a 1 or 2 more hits to get everything to go his way there and get the kill. Doesn't get it as well. Another sour spot from Juice.
You can't have your cake and eat it too, but Grandmaster can when he gets you in those frame lock situations. Arc Fire and perfect placement spells defeat for Juice in the time being, but Grandmaster still has 2 games.
The Juice at the bar tonight is sour as heck, man. This is unfortunate for Juice right now, but he's still in this one. Just has to clean it up a little bit. Won the first round as well, so definitely something to think about. It's just when Grandmaster kind of plays it chill for the first couple games and then comes out with this kind of ferocity, it's hard to make things happen.
We've seen the whole
big shout out to Productions here doing it big in the building. Just trying to get my shout out to.
Shout out to special guests that be coming through.
Shout out to Area 15, right? Area 15 going crazy. We going to the rave. Ooh.
It's like I seen a ghost of Nolan just come in.
Grooving and grooving. Back to the ledge again, though. Does make it. Gets kind of lucky with the L win. Bike not doing it. Justice.
Keeps that book on him, though, and that's going to be just enough studying to start to make this plumbing arch enemy sweat.
Yes.
Wario don't even got a job. He just is on his Valenius vibe.
Yeah, I mean, he definitely gets, like, stuff from the castle, right? Some, he's like, he calls Peach like, hey, look, I just need a couple dollars to get me through the week.
Grandmaster said run it back, and that's why right there.
Yeah.
He had something to smack.
Well, you saw the first stock of the first game. Juice is in it to win it. You see him get the first kill. Grandmaster, though, comes into that game with a different ferocity.
Yeah, unscathed for so long. I believe the first minute, there's just no damage to be done on this Robin.
When you go 0 to 100, that is how you solidify game 2.
Well, game 3 is on the table, and who wants it more? Who wants to meet the threats that are going to be residing in winter semis? We're going to find out right here, right now. Robin versus Wario. And we're taking it right back to Pokemon Stadium 2.
Yep, Juice versus Grandmaster. The best, like, some of the best to do it in the Valley, to be honest. You guys are spoiled beyond your years for this one. 6 to 7. This is kind of how I thought this one was going to go, right? Just a little bit more patient. Juice not wanting to overstep his bounds, and Grandmaster knowing that every second that he tries to throw these magics and things like that is how he loses book and is how he loses the sword. So
yeah, Juice has to understand that Grandmaster is looking to whittle away at him, so he has to choose a good time to find those really good, significant strikes to go in on. Cannot just waste his opportunities holding forward. Grandmaster responded so beautifully in that game too, so you have to respect his responsive gameplay.
You can see it working a little bit for Juice there, but I 100% agree with what you're saying. You know, he presses W and then presses W again. At the end of the day, you don't want to trade with Grandmaster. He'll take those all day. Nice back air, though. Can't trade that.
A little bit of damage in response, but the stage pressure. Nosferatu reverse. Nice little pivot. Nosferatu to come out. You thought you were going to chomp me. Nah, I eat my prey. You are the prey.
You were
Predator.
speaking of, in the first round, how good Juice was doing on these platforms. You can see him starting to utilize it a little bit more here in this third game as well. Sneaky. Trying to sneak in a kick there.
Grandmaster hit him with the get off me, and now we get off the ledge with the
trying to
placement.
Change up the direction, and he does. This one is closer than ever. Back to back. He's trying to walk. I don't know if that works a lot of the times, or Grandmaster just found a way out of it. Waft is up, back air hits, and that's pretty good DI towards the end of it. Straight up. I don't know. Grandmaster living to 161. This is what is kind of hurt Juice in the end.
Yeah,
this is where the stamina comes into mind here. How much can you take when you're in the lead? Nice, using it as a shield.
Grandmaster getting behind him and taking care of business. That is going to be one stop.
Oh my God, what was he trying to do? My man was about to parry electricity itself. Wild. Does get the stock there with another back air. That's something that we've seen throughout the course of this match.
Uncle, please teach me how to bend the lightning.
Yeah, literally. Always with the avatar state when Grandmaster's on the field, it seems.
Well, that's a blinking warrior. We've seen him make these wafts happen before.
No,
that is a big whiff, though.
It's the waft.
And you know Grandmaster smells it. That's going to be a lot of offensive pressure relief.
You got to ask yourself what he even did to get away from that waft, right? Like, how many options did he have? He had a couple there. And I would just say jump the gun there for Juice. And that seems to be the name of the game right now for Grandmaster. Wait for Juice to jump the gun and then take advantage.
This is the go button being pressed. We'll see how much extra damage is going to be able to be racked up, or if Juice chooses to go a bit more defensive and let that timer tick back in his favor. He could kind of wait out that clock for the walk, knowing that Grandmaster is going to be wanting to occupy that mid-range as opposed to really jumping in on the Wario. So interesting to see what he goes for. Unfortunately, going for a jump there is going to be fully punished, and Grandmaster sits perfectly poised to take this and go into winner semis. It's going to be on Juice to really shake it up.
Yeah, well, you know, Juice is one of those players that knows his patience pays off. So we'll see if he can get that going here, because I think he was holding the gas a little bit too hard, and he might be dead here, you know? Finds his way back.
Grandmaster adding insult to injury. I'm blowing up your property. I'm taking your stock. I'm blowing you up with fire and jabbing, and
give me that.
Even more arc fire pressure going to make the ledge so difficult for Juice to sit around. So much abuse being put
It's really the
Wario.
Levin sword, right? Every time he pulls up that Levin sword coming out for big damage. And Juice just can't get past it right now. See, part of being patient is being like precision aggression. You can see it there, a little precision aggression. And now he's got the time on his side. He's only got 87. He can put together a little 60 hit, 70 hit combo here and win the game. But I don't think Grandmaster's gonna let him do that.
And that walk is coming right back up, but the smash attack on the roll read is true. There's the waft, ready to go. Does Juice have it? Does he have the champion chin that he needs? He's got the champion sweater on. He's gotta make it count right now.
Yeah, and like I said, I know Juice has got it in him, but I just don't think Grandmaster's going to let him have it. So even when it becomes one touch to death, 59, he's not going to get to 60. He's just going to take the meaty hit of that, and that's not what you need to do. Juice does such a great job of getting into those situations, but he jumps the gun in a lot of them. So very close.
Lets him have it. He does the Goku, lets him power up as much as he can. He gets the full 0 to 60 with the waft on top, but it's not enough. And Grandmaster able to get back to the ledge, put a little bit out here for you, and then I bop right as you come back onto that ledge.
And it's muscle memory at that point, right? Like, hurts.
Keeping it clean and precise, like you mentioned, and that's going to lead us straight to our precise highlights that are amazing. Production has pieced together from the battle between Grandmaster and Juice. All three on Pokemon Stadium, which is the first time we've seen that today. You know, just the default, the HyperX Arena Classic.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of people are just opting to default, but definitely not utilizing the counter pick here can sometimes hurt you. And I think, obviously, after the close game two, or a little bit of how strong Grandmaster was feeling in a lot of these situations, game two, you got to think that maybe it might have been time for the switch up. But Juice, like I said, was like 2 or 3 hits off of that kill there, and you can get that little combo and then kind of wait